So Ando, first of all, congratulations on your new contract. How does it feel to be staying with the club?
I'm delighted, to be honest. It's been, obviously when I came in at the start of it, I didn't really know how much game time I was going to get, and again I think when we spoke about it previously, I was delighted to get so much time so quickly, and again it's gone from strength to strength. I think the team are doing really well, and I'm just buzzing to be a part of something that I genuinely believe there's something good in the changing room, and I'm hoping we'll be right up there.
Yeah, you've come in and had a real impact on the team. The form's been good since you've come in. Have you been pleased with your own contribution?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think it's some of the best best performances I've had for quite a long time. I think if I'd have got a couple of goals along with the performances, I think people would probably be speaking probably more highly of my performances. But I think it's one of those that I've never gone away from being a team player, doing all the right things, working hard, and playing with sort of Verdane up front. I think we work quite well with each other, and yeah, so just like happy with how it's going, and hopefully I can keep my name on the team sheet, and again, like I mentioned before, keep us pushing up the league, and you never know, a few games that hopefully we can get positive results soon, and could be in the automatic in no time.
Yeah, for the majority of the career we've known you as a winger, but you played more centrally since you've been here. Have you enjoyed that transition?
Oh, I love it. I think being a winger is a difficult position. You work extremely hard and sometimes don't always get the rewards from it. I think being in central, you always seem to be involved, because obviously you're moving across the pitch, and it doesn't matter which side it's on, you can always make some sort of an impact. And I've been over the moon with it. I actually think it suits me far better. I think I read the game well from in there, so hopefully I can make that transition pretty well. So yeah, I'm planning it, and then hopefully I can play there for a few more years, and then maybe drop a little bit deeper when my legs have gone a bit.
From your own admission, you've struggled over the last year or so before coming back. Is it fair to say you've recaptured your love for the game?
Oh, 100%. Obviously being frozen out of the situation at Mansfield, it's one of those everyone's talking about mental health at this moment in time, and it was a really tough time for me, and I'm very fortunate that I've got such good family and friends around me, and my wife was amazing. It was quite a dark time for me, so it was difficult, and because the main focus was on football, for obviously the main reason for why I was feeling that way, you do lose your love a little bit, and I think once that happened, and then once finally getting out of my situation, it's like, is football the right place to be? And I did question whether it was time for me to walk away from it, or whether I could carry on, and fortunately I sort of had that chance to kick on again here, and I couldn't speak more highly of the game right now. Like, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving every second, and I think missing so much of it has made me realise how much I do love the game.
You've been in some successful dressing rooms over the years. How would you say this one compares to that? Because there seems to be a real good spirit formed at the moment.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to sort of be in teams that have been in and around playoffs, and we won the league with Swansea. I know it's a long time ago now, but like you say, I've been very fortunate to be in and around it. But there's something within this changing room, and I think that was a big factor on me staying, was I genuinely believe everyone's pulling in the right direction. I know not every week it's the prettiest football, but it's League Two, the pitches are difficult, and I think the way we're playing and the tactics and the game that we're playing really suits us, and I really do believe that every single player in that changing room believes that we're on a upward bent, or upward run. So I bought into that, and I think as soon as we started, obviously, the contract negotiations, I never really wanted to go elsewhere. Obviously, well, Barcelona maybe, but no, it was one of those that it's not always about finances and everything else. It's about life and enjoying life, and I couldn't ask for a better place to be.
The supporters have really taken to you since you've come back. It's obvious to see that they appreciate not just your hard work, but also the ability that you bring to the team. How important has their support been, particularly since the run's been good? Obviously, we've had 2 big away followings. The momentum's only building now.
They've been amazing, and it was strange because when I was here last time, obviously Wilder had left, and I didn't know much about his way, but I think he played total soccer, and it was they obviously had great success getting out of this division. So I think it was always going to be difficult to live up to those expectations, and I think some of the players that they'd had, and the, sort of obviously Nicky and other players that were here that had such success with assists and goals and the way they played, I think it was always going to be difficult to live up to that. So I actually thought I did very well last time. My goal record, I scored 7 in 20 something starts, which isn't bad for a winger, but no one ever looked at that. I think now it's strange that I've not scored a goal, yet everyone's talking about my performances, whereas no one mentioned a thing before. And again, we're at the right end of the table here. As when I was here last time, we were sort of more middle to bottom. So yeah, it's nice that people are praising me for my performances, but at the end of the day, ever since I was 15 and left home, I've committed myself to my profession and try and be as professional as possible. I work my socks off in every single game, every single training session, and I don't think anyone could ever question that. So yeah, it's nice that they do recognise it now.
You touched on it there, and me and you have spoken previously about you wanted to add goals to your games. I'm excited purely to use your goal gift because we've had that one at Party for a while. Is that something you're looking to add to your game?
Look, I want to score in every single game, and the longer it goes on, it obviously creeps into my head of when's it going to come. But again, I think I mentioned it in a previous interview that if we got promoted and I didn't score a single goal, I would not care. And that is the way I am as a person and how I've always been. However, it would be nice to get personal accolades, but at the end of the day, it's a team game, and everything I do is for the team. If me scoring a goal, obviously, well, it does help the team, but I'd much rather us win and me not score than me score and us not get a positive result. So it'll come. It's one of those things. It's not that I can't do it. I've scored plenty of goals in my career. I just think it'll come when it comes, and I'm not putting pressure on myself with it. I just want us to keep winning. So.
Now, there's some big games coming up, in fact 3 in the space of 6 days, but having that many games, is that something you relish as a player?
I love it personally. I think I'll recover relatively quickly, and it means you don't have to train as much, which I think every player will be honest that we enjoy playing games the most. Sometimes you don't want to be in doing double sessions, and Tuesday sessions can tend to be harder than playing a game sometimes. So. And you're hovering around for a fair bit, so I think it's the excitement, and obviously we've got big games coming up because I think other teams are playing each other this weekend, so big games for us. I know Morecambe are down there, but they proved against Port Vale through the week that they're not going to just lay down and be beaten. So we've got big points to prove, but again, I know us as a team, everyone in that changing room before the game, we'll all be raring to go, and our attitude will be exactly the same to Morecambe as it will be. That I'm sure the fans are looking forward to Derby, but our attitudes and professionalism will be exactly the same for every single game.